Hey guys. So yeah, first of all, I want to congratulate you both on the EP, and are you guys excited?
Yes, very excited.
Yes, we are.
Nice, nice, man. It's
It's
such a good
first
project.
project. Yeah, it's like first collaboration EP we did with Jussi. Although we have wrote quite many songs after we released Brazil, but this is our first like collaborative EP project.
All I want to say, I already know Misha, obviously from like Chillhop. But it's really nice to meet you. See, I am a big fan. I just want to say that up front. It's really, really nice that you took your time, the both of you. Yeah, to have like a little talk with me, and I'm just enjoying it already, man. I was on my bicycle on the way to our office here, like listening to your music, and the sun was shining and stuff, and I was like dancing on my bicycle, and people were like looking at me like, "What's this guy doing?" If you guys maybe would like to introduce each other.
Yeah, I can start. So Jussi is, I would call him like best kept secret in Finland,
Yeah.
and also he's a very kind and talented musician, and also I would call him uncrowned king of Finnish funk. I think it's not too much to be said of this guy. That's my short introduction to this
Cool.
gentleman.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah. Once again, very nice to meet you, UC. It is an honor on my side. And yeah, let's hear it from Misha, though. What about Misha?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Oh, drum rolls.
I love to introduce my very special friend. And first of all, he is a wonderful person, big human being, and very talented producer, beatmaker, composer, whatever you want. Misha is my boy.
We would just like to dive a bit more into your background, also, UC, and just like learn more on how your relationship has impacted like your music of the both of you, and how your latest EP, Bliss a Felicidade, also has come together. So if you guys are ready for it, let's start. Yeah.
Ready?
For you, how was it like to be a funk and boogie and disco, like a musician in Finland in the 80s? How was that?
It was like a chaos on those days, but really, I think it's a little bit still the same on these days in Finland. Our music culture comes strongly from melancholia, heavy
Yeah.
metal music, rock, punk, etc., etc. And I'm sorry about it. It doesn't have nothing to do with soul or funk or disco or boogie. And in that times we didn't have many places where to play that kind of stuff. I did on those days, and still I do. But still I had entertainments with my band. For example, famous Pori Jazz Festival, already 1979. And in 80s we had here some clubs where you had a choice to play this kind of stuff. For example, Tavastia Club in Helsinki and few other ones. But of course, I understood that I had to do also something else, also keep alive, get money, and And in between 79 and 83, I did nearly 1,000 gigs with other artists and bands, being just as a keyboard player, and that's how it went. That's life.
Wow, that's life.
Yeah.
Wow, man, but that's amazing. Over 1,000 gigs?
Yeah, in 5-6 years I did nearly 1,000 gigs with other artists and bands. And
Yeah.
I was traveling also in other places. I was 4 months in Lebanon, Beirut, Norway,
Oh, wow.
Switzerland, and was working at one nightclub band and being there as a keyboard player. I had this, first of all, I had these gigs with other people and other artists. It was about, so I said, and from 79 until 83. And then I decided that now I have to stop it because I have to do my own stuff. It was in my heart all the time, and I was very young. I was 23, 22 years old, and I decided that if I can't make my own stuff, own music, then I have to change my job.
Yeah.
And I can give you, for example, when I composed and released my song called Funny Funk in 1983. I didn't that meant to be a big hit, nothing like that. I just wanted to do it. But okay, none of radios didn't want to play it. I sent that also to the every record companies. They said to me I'm crazy here, but I got the answer from them, no way. They just told me though to do more like the Finnish stuff and melancholy, etc., etc. Heavy. I said to them, I'm not fucking heavy. Because I like soul music. But if I can answer to you, it was quite hard, and I was very young. But I didn't never give up.
Okay, so like coming out of the 80s, obviously in that time, you know, also like hip hop came around. Can you maybe tell us a bit more on how you started to appreciate hip hop? Like, did it begin already around like the late 80s, 90s, or how did it, like, how did you find out about hip hop?
I had an appreciation for hip hop a long ago, and but maybe 50 years ago I started to listen to that more. And one thing I have to say, what happened for me 5-6 years ago, my son, who is now 25 years old, started to make rap music here in Finland. And then I started to listen hip hop more and beats and all kind of stuff. And for example, I found Misha from YouTube at that times, and he was doing also rap music with his artist name Halme. And that was so funny because now we are sitting here, you know, and doing together stuff. And when I found him also doing this kind of rap music, I really liked it. And there was maybe 2 artists in Finland what I really liked, and one of them was Misha. And of course also because my son started to make rap music, and like that I wanted to listen that more and more and more and try to learn what is it, and that's how it went.
And that's how it went down.
Yeah.
And the rest is history, right? So good. So like, how did you feel the first time when Misha reached out to you? Like, what was your first thought?
Actually, I was very honored about it because I followed before his stuff, what he was doing, and I was thinking about these kind of things 5 years before that. If I want to do still soul music or beats or something like that, I need some younger producer beside me who can help me. And I could give some ideas and play and doing stuff, because I have been composing so much in my life. I have been composing in Finland themes and music nearly to the 100 TV program shows, TV films and like that. And you know, I'm getting 60 years old in next summer, and 5 years ago I had a very strong feeling that I could give something nice also for the younger ones, but I need somebody who brings my music to these days, because we are living now 2021. And I was very interested about it, and I was very honored about it when he made a contact to me.
Cool.
Now we are here, and now he's like my son. God damn.
Yeah. That's so good, man. I love it that also, you know, like Misha comes to visit you at your place, and you just, you know, like you guys are hanging out and stuff. It seems like you guys are having a lot of fun over there, man. I wanna, like, makes me want to come to Finland, you know. So that's cool, man.
Hey, well, you're welcome. You're welcome here, and you know what we also do. We are doing, and we are talking so much about life and things, and also this. Shit business sometimes, music, I just have to say, and I can bring some ideas maybe for him, and we have lots of talk about it, because I have done this nearly my whole life, more than 40 years. So you understand that I started when I was very young, and I just try to help, and also, of course, in this case, because we like the same music stuff and like that, and I know it has been so hard here in Finland, so I have something to give for him, and this is very nice, really. And so I say that I feel about Misha. He's a very good friend for me, and I think so him like my second son.
Yeah, actually, like Funny Funk was the first song I heard from Jussi back in the day, from the 7-inch record. But yeah, so that was definitely the first one I heard from Jussi, and I immediately like fell in love with the song, and I wanted to know who is this gentleman behind the music.
Who is this legend, the myth, you know?
No, but no. I'm not kidding, but it was like a really rare record for Finnish DJs, and you know, I heard it in some clubs. Some DJs were playing it, and everybody was looking for that record, actually, because it wasn't that easy to find.
All right, so Misha, so, you know, like, how would you say like meeting Jussi has impacted your approach to producing and like to your own music in general, and as well in your personal life?
Well, first of all, I need to say, as Jussi said, that if I'm like son for him, I need to say that Jussi is definitely like a father figure and also mentor for me, and it like also like in musically and in life in general, because we became friends, and we are calling each other quite a lot nowadays, and we're talking about life and music business sometimes. And so yeah, definitely like a mentor figure, which I didn't have before. So it definitely had a great impact on me. And well, musically I've also, you know, learned a lot, because before meeting Jussi I was mostly, well, I was composing my own songs, but I come from sample background, so I usually sampled artists like Jussi from 80s and 70s. But working with Jussi, I have learned a lot from, you know, composing, chord progressions, and about arranging songs, because when we work together, usually Jussi sends me out like a composition with all the arrangements and stuff, and it's for me it's like a learning process to look at the session and just listen, like, okay, what Jussi did in the intro and what happens in the hook and C part. And I, of course, you know, sometimes I might add some sounds, or sometimes I might compose a C part, but basically it's every time we make a song, it's like a lesson for me. This is how you write a song. So I definitely learned a lot about, you know, writing music. So yeah, that affected a lot, like how I approach music nowadays.
Man, that's so good to hear. You know, also like the personal relationship that you guys have. You know how you are explaining it, that he's like a father figure to you, and you're like a second son to him. Like, do you, you know, like you can really feel the love in like the EP and like the music that you guys make. You know, so that is, man, that's just a beautiful thing to me. You know, so
I'm happy to hear that, man, and that really how it is. And one thing I forgot to mention, that Jussi has also encouraged me a lot to, you know, because I have a background as a rapper, so I also was doing music only for a Finnish audience before. And Jussi has encouraged me a lot to go international, because he already have this experience how things work in Finland. I mean, how things don't work here. That if you do this type of like rhythm music, anything related to R&B, disco, jazz, hip hop, whatever, it's better to, you know, just forget about Finnish music industry and go international. And that was Jussi has been telling me a lot. And I think things haven't changed that much in the end.
yeah.
So he kind of, you know, gives me some insights how things have been in Finland, and I can really relate because it hasn't changed that much.
You know, like looking at the Finnish industry and the industry in general, also with you releasing music, like what will you guys would like to achieve with this project that you've been working on?
Well, first of all, I think we want to give people good mood when listening to our music. That's first thing of all. And maybe, as Jussi said, you know, people are expecting certain type of music from Finland. For example, well, Eurovision is always its own thing, but people are kind of expecting this heavy metal or something dark and melancholic. That's what people are expecting from Finland. And we kind of want to showcase something different, that okay, even if we are living here in the Northern Europe where nights are cold and dark, we can still, you know, make sunny music and bring people good mood. So that's also one thing we want to showcase, something new from Finland. Do you have something to add?
We are a little bit weird couple.
yeah, indeed. So that, I think that's what we want to achieve, and also maybe, you know, encourage this weird type of cross-generational collaboration. I haven't seen so many duos like this.
No, but that's beautiful, man. Like at Chillhop Music here, we really wanted, to like outline this relationship that you guys have and the whole collaboration, how it all, you know, came together, because we really believe that it's like a very unique story also, you know, so that needs to be told. And also, you know, like obviously your story, Jussi, so that thank you again for this, you know. So, you know, like what I would like to know, Misha, is, you know, like how did you work together on like creating the songs, you know, like what is the process, like your workflow, if we can maybe dive a bit more into that.
Well, for this EP, well, after we released Brazil and Funny Funk, those were songs that I was sampling Jussi. Jussi also added stuff on new Funny Funk version, but on this EP we only did like original compositions. So like most of the songs, basically Jussi made a composition. He prepared like the whole song, and then usually he sends me like a session, I mean audio stems of all the tracks he done, and then I basically might rearrange something, but usually I keep the same arrangement as Jussi already done, and add some sounds or change some sounds, or maybe build like a B or C part. But yeah, most of the times I think I send Jussi like a drum beat, like a pattern of 4 or 8 bars with a verse and hook, and then Jussi builds on top of the drum. drum break, and that's how we roll. Is it like that?
It is like that, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, so Jussi has a studio over there with like Fender Rhodes. I think he played on most of the songs. He played Rhodes. So those songs usually are based out of Rhodes, and some synthesizers Jussi have been playing. Yeah, old synthesizers.
Cool.
From the 70s and 80s.
Oh man.
Yeah, Misha told me at once that can you send to him a MIDI track about one synthesizer track or tracks, and I told him that this machine is coming from 70s, that what you have talking about it. In that time we didn't have fucking MIDI.
Yeah, no MIDI tracks. That was straight from the analog synthesizer. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. That's what I also learned, that I'm not asking any more MIDI tracks from Jussi, because that's all organic or analog.
You know, like to the both of you, if you like would have described the new EP in 3 words, what 3 words would you choose?
Like if I give the first one, it came to my
let's go.
head straight away. It's, I think so, soulful,
Emotional, and I would say jazzy as well, because Jussi has a jazz background as a keyboard player. So yeah, emotional, soulful, jazzy. That would be three words.
And if you would describe each other in 3 words, that's also very interesting. What about that?
Well, I would say mentor, a friend, a great friend, and also Bob James of Finland.
I agree 100%. That's cool.
Älä. I already have told so much about him, but 3 words, yes. Let's say one of my best friend, very talented producer. I love his stuff, really. And maybe the 3rd one is like my son.
That is so sweet, man. I want to do a group hug over the Zoom. Let's go.
No, man, we need to arrange a trip there, because we were actually supposed to visit Rotterdam with Jussi. That was before COVID, but yeah, hopefully we're able to travel there next spring or next year.
I will get the beers, but maybe not for you, Misha. Though. No, I'm joking.
No, you're not joking. You know, you have to take care of this guy. You never know what happens, really. Maybe the glass of water is good for him.
Yeah, yeah. You see, so we drink a beer, and
Yeah, we do.
I can drink vodka.
Oh, okay. Let's go. No, hey guys, thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate like you taking your time, and also like once again, like congratulations on the new EP, and yeah, man, just like on behalf of the entire Chillhop music family, thank you very much, and we're looking very forward to releasing the EP. And like, do you guys have anything to add, maybe, or any, something that you want to say?
Just have to say to you that it was very nice to meet you and talk with you. And as I see and I feel, you're a really nice person.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I can't wait to see you sometime, and I'm really hopeless. I really hope that we gonna meet sometimes after this corona is getting a little bit better and like that. And you take care of yourself, okay? And all the best to you in every ways. Take care, okay? Bye.
Thank you. Ciao, guys.
Ciao. Let's be in touch, man.
Let's be in touch. Yo, thanks.